Morning ladies, so here we are with our quick hand treatment. I'm going to give you various different sort of like things that you can do within a treatment so that you can make it quick or a little bit more luxury if you want to. So first thing we need to do is clean our polish off before we start, and then file. When we file, we want to file in one direction, from the edge of the nail into the centre, taking the nail into the shape that we want. So you just sweep into the middle and sweep into the middle. What we want to try to avoid is scrubbing at the nail. Then once we've done that, you can get a nice bowl of warm water with just I've just used a hand wash. You could use a body shower gel, something like that, just something a bit soapy. And I've also popped in a drop of lemon oil to help with cleansing. So you plunge your hands into the nice warm water and you leave them there and let them soak for about 5 minutes. While they're soaking, also what you can do is take a little nail brush and just clean underneath the nails and on the other hand as well. So that's great. So you let them soak. Then once they've soaked for about 5 minutes, we're going to do a little scrub to smooth out that skin. So a little bit of our sugar scrub like we used on our feet, and then we're going to rub that into the hands. Now remembering our sugar scrub is just granulated sugar. This one's olive oil, and essential oils are added if you want to. So you give that a good rub. Shouldn't have my watch on, but I have. So that was a bit naughty. I forgot to take that off at the beginning. So you do your scrub, work in. You can work in all around the cuticles as well, which is really nice to do. Not forgetting those thumbs. And then you'd rinse your sugar soap. Sugar soap? I'm not decorating, why did I say sugar soap? Your sugar scrub off of your hands. Okay, so once you've got rid of all that scrub, rinsing that off, you'd then dry the hands off. And you can move your water out the way and your scrub out of the way. And then what I'm left with is a bowl or 2 bowls like we had with the oil, and I put my hot water in the bottom and then I've put my oil in the top. I'm going to just pop a little bit more in there actually, so I don't think I've got enough. So I'll put a little bit more. I've got almond oil. You can use olive oil if that's what you've got in your cupboard. That's fine. And I've popped also a little bit of lavender oil in there, just because I'm addicted to lavender oil. So I tend to pop that in everything because I just love it. So yeah, so that's there. And while that oil is slowly warming up, what we're going to do is our cuticles. So we're going to put a little blob on each nail. And then we're just going to rub that in around the cuticle area, which is this part of the nail. I'm sure you all know that. Don't mean to be telling you how to suck eggs and all that sort of business. And then you take your little pusher and you gently push back, freeing that cuticle away from the nail bed if it's got stuck. Okay, so just gently try not to actually scrape on the nail itself. And if you haven't got one of these, just use your towel like we did on the toes. Just take your towel, place it over with your thumb and then push back. Just push it back. And that's fine. So once you've done that, that's our cuticle sorted. Now we can go on to a couple of different things. If your nails are really dry and brittle, you might want to do a hot oil soak. So what you can do is take your warm oil in your bowl and just plunge your nails in and just sit and let that soak into the nails for sort of 5 minutes. Or if you don't want to sit there like that, what you can do is use your warm oil for your massage. So you cover the hands in lovely warm oil, and you can go up the arm as well. Yeah. And then we give ourselves a little massage. So it's very similar to the foot massage. What I tend to do is just sort of go round the wrist bone, and then I do little circles up one side of the forearm and slide back down, and then we do the other side, which is a bit like we did on the legs, and then turning the arm over and again up the arm, sliding down, and then up the other side. Feels really nice. Those hard-working arms and hands. Okay, so then you do it again and go all the way around and do it again. So you do that about 3 times. Then you come down onto the hands, and like we did on the foot, little circles up from each finger. So you go 1, 3, 4, 5, and then you come to the fingers like we did on the toes, little circles all around on the nail, coming up to the joints, which tend to get a bit tender and sore as we age with that arthritis. You young ones don't know anything about that yet. That'll come. Everything comes to those who wait. Not that you really want achy joints. I don't wish that on any of you. But anyway, so you'd work your way up. Okay, I'm doing this because this is actually really nice on my joints. And you slide off, because I do get achy hands. And slide off. And then you come over to the palm and you do nice little circles. Yeah. Into the middle of the palm. Over the pad of the thumb. Lovely. Okay, so that is your massage. Okay, so you could just take off the excess oil and finish there. If you haven't soaked your nails, what you might want to do is now is just let that oil soak into the hands for a little while. So you can pop on a pair of plastic gloves over the top of the oil. Helps if you don't try and get 2 fingers in one hole. Yeah, and then you take a towel and you wrap your hands up. Not always the easiest. Just sit with your hands in the towel and do your little catch up on TV. Yeah, not so easy to have your gin and tonic or your wine. The only way we're going to be able to manage that is straws. So I highly recommend at this point, if you're desperate for a drink, get a straw. Anyway, once we've let that soak into our hands for sort of 10-15 minutes, that's going to really help condition the skin on the hands. We can take off the gloves, and if there is any excess oil, I've got quite a bit because obviously I haven't sat and let it soak in, you just rub over with the towel. So now things are looking sort of pretty good. So you might want to put some polish on. I would recommend doing it the following day like I did with your toes, just because your manicure will last longer. But if you're desperate, you can wipe over the nails with a little bit of nail varnish remover, polish remover, to degrease the nail, and then you can carry on and do your paint. If you want to have a natural finish and that's what you prefer, you can buy these buffers. This is a square one that I get. You can buy them, I haven't got one, but sort of basically it looks like a file. All you do is go over the nail and then with the wipe side, and then you buff. Also, by doing this, it does increase the blood flow, which helps your nails grow. So it's quite a nice thing to do. And if you look at my nail, it's quite shiny now compared to the one next to it. Also, this is quite nice to do before you paint, because your manicure will actually, your nail varnish will go on easier. So that's that. Then the last thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of hand cream on. This is fast absorbing hand cream. It's a Neutrogena, same make as my foot cream that I used yesterday on my video, and just, it's really nice because it's non-greasy. I usually keep a tub of this by the sink, so you can pop it on if your hands have been wet or after you've washed your hands. So just rub that in, and there you go. That's a nice little hand treatment. The other thing you could do, you can get a sort of nourishing hand cream, put quite a lot on at night, or even your oil, and you could take a pair of white cotton gloves. You can buy them in Boots, you can buy them online, and then actually put them on at night. So you pop your white cotton gloves on and go to bed looking really glamorous with your white gloves on, and let that cream really soak in overnight. If you don't want to get your gloves dirty and you've used an oil, you can put your plastic gloves on and then slip the cotton one over the top just to keep the heat in as well. You just use what you've got, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that quick hand treatment. Not a lot different from the foot. We just don't have to file the hands. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.